Okay. All right, so I'm going live. Let me see what I have here for the volume. Okay. All right, cool. Woo! I'm all burpy. Ooh. I'm waiting on people. I'm going to go live over here now. Okay, going live on Instagram. All right, we're all covered. All right, you guys, so we got our weekly today for the Zodiac signs. We're going to cover every Zodiac sign. I should write these down as well because I always forget who I read for. All right, so my little cheat sheet for the fixed stars. Let's use the back, I guess. Oh, no, not that back. Yeah, perfect. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me know. Hi, Nietzsche. Let me know. Well, after the collective reading, we're gonna do the Zodiac readings. I know I'm having problems with Instagram's connection over there. I apologize. So sorry. Okay. I am live on not Facebook. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube, StariAri Toltec Shaman. If you guys are interested in watching through there instead, Instagram, because again, there's like this weird connection with you guys. Same thing with TikTok. If you guys rather watch through YouTube, definitely more than welcome. All right. Air element first. All right. So air, water, fire, earth. So we got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and then we got Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. We have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. We have, let's see, Taurus, woo, Capricorn, and Virgo. Okay, so we're gonna do the air signs first since that's what someone said over here. Hi, Master Nuta. So I'm having problems with connection in Instagram. I don't know if you guys heard me, but if you guys want, check me out on YouTube instead, because YouTube is actually a really good connection. If you guys are still interested, okay? So, all right. So let's go ahead and start with we're going to do the collective reading first, okay? Collective reading first. All right, let's call in the energies of Creator, the Creator of all things, and see what message Creator has for all of us collectively on the Earth plane. See what we need to focus on this week, what we need to work on and through. All right. Ooh, I think it's kind of similar to what I got for a lot of people collectively for today. All right. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing you have to remember is the energy of the week is all about this, about the beginner's mind. Okay, so here Instagram, so you can see the beginner's mind. Here we go for TikTok, and of course for YouTube. So the beginner's mind is about really opening yourself up to learning. Okay, you do not know everything. Okay, especially when it comes to spiritual reality, as it is very unique to the person. If you were taught just like me about spirituality since you were little and the practices of your cultural belief or whatever, then that's unique to you. Not everyone will agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is about sharing information and being allowed to understand one another through the information that's being shared. Okay. So I would say this is what it is. It's you do not know everything, and you need to remember that. If you're upset because someone is correcting you, or you're upset because you see people out there saying something or another regarding something similar that you practice, you have to remember that's because they're sharing their own experiences, okay? And we have to allow them to share that. It is different if they are saying this is the absolute truth, right? There's a difference in that, because if they state something is factual or this is the absolute truth regarding spirituality, then they themselves are incorrect. And yes, I understand, then you can give your 2 cents and say, you know what, in my practice, in my belief system, the way I perceive these things is far different than your own. And I don't think this is applicable to me. And I respect that you feel that way, that you have to feel like you're right. And I respect that because you're still learning things, right? You're still trying to convince yourself. Whatever it is going on internally, you're still trying to convince yourself that you're correct and that you got to trust yourself. And that's why people say these things, because they don't trust themselves, because there is stuff going on internally that they are working through. And so they have to convince themselves by saying it publicly. This is right. That is wrong, right? Because they're still working on their shadow. They're still working on their wounds. They're still working on things that um, they're not transcending yet. You know, they're still working on that. Okay, and we got to be kind to one another. But if again you feel that through your own wisdom, are you sharing of your own wisdom, then they're just like very dismissive or borderline rude, then it is important for you to say, okay, obviously, I'm not going to have this conversation with you because you are fixated on what is right for you and you are unwilling to see what's right for me or my own truth. And that is not how this is supposed to work. We're supposed to work with one another, we're supposed to understand each other. Okay. And there is no real absolutes. When we think that, that is our ego telling us, in a way, trying to limit us to seeing our own self. It's because it comes from, everything's rooted in fear, you guys. Everything is. It comes from that, from not being enough, not being worthy, feeling inadequate, feeling like you're being dismissed, feeling like you don't have a say, feeling out of control. All of these lower feelings, well, I call them lower feelings because it's of the ego mind, are trying to convince you that whoever disagrees with you is your enemy. Okay. And so that's why it's really important for us to understand one another, have an open mind, have an open heart. And that's what this card is about. The beginning of the week, we have to be open-minded, right? We have to learn from one another. And again, like I said before, if you feel like you reaching out to someone, trying like in so many ways trying to share your own experiences, because again they might be working in absolutes, then that is good that you're trying to share. But remember, sometimes that sharing won't be accepted by whomever it is that's still thinking this way, and we have to let them go. We have to let them learn their own lessons, because they will learn them eventually when they do see that a lot of people aren't agreeing with them 100%. We don't have to do that either. You know, we don't need to agree 100% on our practices. And that's the beauty of it, because our souls are, even though we're all interconnected or we're all one, our souls are still unique because we're still having a unique experience, right? Our mindsets, our cultural beliefs are different. The way that we practice is even different. Like when I was raised, you know, in this, on this path, um, I was told numerous times, how to practice, how to protect yourself, how to, do all these things, or with herbs, healing and stuff like that. And then, of course, I was told from other people, oh, she doesn't do that right. So I'm going to teach you how to do it correctly, right? Because I was a kid, right? So I was looking at my elders and my family to teach me these things. And so they would always disagree with one another too, because again, I realized when I was an adult, it's because of their own unique expressions and experiences in this practice, right? And so that being said, that's the same mindset we have to have with one another. And again, I encourage everyone to have an open mind, to share information. And again, if you feel that someone is not listening to you, you do not have to talk to them ever again. You do not need to prove them wrong, so to speak. You just need to be like, okay, obviously you're not ready for this information. And I honor that, and I honor my own self. I respect myself enough to be like, deuces, I'm moving on. Okay. So next one is for Wednesday and Thursday, and we have the root girl. And this one is the disowned self. So fragmentation of the feelings, emotional or soul fragments, which a lot of people believe these are fragmentations, but it is definitely a suppression thing that happens to us during a crisis, during anything that we perceive that is dangerous to us, any type of fear that happens, any type of shock that we go through. This happens, it starts off, I would say, in the womb. Like oftentimes we receive information, and not a lot of people would agree with me, but this is my own practice. This is how I was raised. We receive information from our own mother, right? She carries a certain energy, certain experiences that we actually feel in the womb, as soon as we are able to realize, how we contribute to her life expression and how she contributes to our own. And so maybe a lot of people think about it as past lives. It could be that that is so. If that is your own belief system, I wouldn't disagree with you, because I believe the same thing, where we incarnate into a certain lineage to assist that lineage in healing, right? And that's my belief system too. So therefore, we take on any type of issue that our mothers or even our fathers are going through, to include, because it's generational, because it doesn't just start with them. It's, I would say, a cycle of um, issues, right, that our family hasn't dealt with properly, or hasn't been able to deal with, because life happens. Life does happen. And so that being said, we might be more cognizant of this, because we carry that wanting to assist, wanting to heal gene. It really is a gene. Because it's like, no matter what you do, if you try to fight it, it's still going to show up, right? Anyway, so that's what it is. It's like when we disown aspects of ourselves because we don't want to deal with it, that's when the shadow rises, in order for us to really deal with this. And it can be manifested in different ways. It could be through your own experiences with other people's shadow. It could also be through your reaction to the external world, or even the internal, where you might have these thoughts where they're running amok, and so to speak, where you're just like, why am I thinking this way? Like, what does this even mean? And so it could also be in relation to your belief systems, meaning that you've probably had questions that weren't answered. And then you're finally seeing it for what it is, because you've doubted yourself, of course. And now you're seeing, okay, I have to really deal with this shadow, where I felt the self-doubt shadow, right? Or am I really crazy because I speak to dead people, or like, am I making this stuff up? So all of these shadows come in once in a while, because there's layers to healing. It doesn't just happen sporadically or from one day to the next. It takes time. It also takes time because the soul needs to really uncover the truth to it. It could be a linkage to your own lineage, to your own ancestry. And so that's why it kind of takes a while to get through things, right? I think the best method would be to be gentle with yourself, of course, more than anything. And if you need to deal with these things, then deal with it one step at a time. Don't try to overwhelm yourself by wanting to get it over with right away, right? Especially if you're not ready for it. So that's what this means. It's a shadow work card, meaning that you have to dig a little bit, but also give yourself time to process the information after you feel it. Okay. So next one, and this is for the weekend, we have the vanishing mirror. So the vanishing mirror is all about the ego self. Okay. So I believe that the ego is extremely necessary because the ego's, so in my belief system, the ego's purpose is to teach us how to survive, right? It's a survival tactic. It gives you little survival skills, right? But the problem with that is that if we rely too heavily on it, then that actually deters us from doing things, right? So for example, if you have a fear of success, and this is something that I've noticed with a lot of my clients, where they have this fear of success because they think they're going to fail at something that is completely brand new and out of their comfort zone. And that being said, it's because the ego mind is telling you, no, don't do this because you're going to get judged. People are going to ridicule you. People are going to dislike you. People are going to say all these kinds of things behind your back. They're not going to agree with you. You are not worthy of this position, or they'll say some outlandish thing like what makes you think you can do better, as whatever position you're trying to get, right? That's because it's in fear. It is in fear of changes. It doesn't believe, or you in so many ways don't believe that you deserve it. At some way, shape, or form, you probably were told to limit yourself, to hide your light, to not rock the boat, or to not go for your goals because someone else's ego was telling you that, right? Because you're going to get hurt, or you don't know what's going to happen to you. Oh, it's dangerous, And so because of that, that's why a lot of people fight the ego, or a lot of people want to like transcend the ego and things like that, or want to dismiss it or want to get rid of it when it's actually a part of you. You cannot get rid of it. In my belief system, that's how we believe it. You can never get rid of it. You can listen to it and just say, you know what, I am choosing to take that job. I'm choosing to take that position of authority. I'm choosing to go for that goal. Yes, I'm scared, but I'm still going to choose that because I know it's going to take me to a better place, And so that's what it is. Is you having to choose between listening to your fear or moving forward with, empowerment. Okay. So that's what you guys are going to have this week. These choices are going to come in that manner. There's definitely a lot of energy coming in, but it is up to you and how this is going to look. Okay. I just channel what information I have for the collective. Again, it's individual. If you take it or leave it, it doesn't matter. Do what you will with it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can restart this live because this is annoying over here. Oops. Ooh, I'm sorry. Like, you guys are like looking at my face. You're like, holy shit. Reading post. Okay. And then we're going to start a new live, as I am super annoyed with how this is looking. Okay. All right. The Instagram people are probably like, oh my God, it comes in and out. All right. So I'm back on. Oh, of course, poor connection still. So you know what? I'm sorry, Instagram. I'm just going to turn you off, and you guys can come check me out on TikTok or YouTube because this is just not helping. Okay. Bye. Okay. Boop. Discard. Okay. There. More focus on you guys too, so which is good. All right, so we're gonna start with the air signs, and I'm using tarot from Really Valentine. This is the Archangel Tarot, right? Oh no, the Mermaid Tarot, or is it the whatever? it's the Angel Tarot. Um, there's mermaids in it too, so Really Valentine, right? So we're going to start with the air signs. So let me know who you guys want air sign wise. Like you guys want Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Okay. Let me know so that we can go for it. And thank you guys for the likes. I really appreciate it. All right. We're going to do Libra. Someone said Libra. All right. Ooh, Libra. Hello. Okay, Libra, here we go. You got the King of Wands. Okay, so here's the card. Let me just show it to you. King of Wands. Awesome. So there is definitely something happening where you have to take action, or you have to finally take your throne. That's what I keep hearing. You're taking your throne. You're stepping into your full essence, so to speak. I also feel like this is about things are just changing rapidly in your life. Maybe you moved. There could be a possibility that you have a new job offer and then you have to move. I would say do not let that go. Yes, get as much information as you can, but also do not let them wait because they have more people in line for that job. Okay. But they chose you in particular because they feel that you're the most qualified person for it. So that being said, I feel there's drastic changes in that, in the home front, in the career front. I also feel there's relationship changes too, because this is kind of like looking at the King of Wands. He has authority over passion, over making that happen. Okay, like they attract. And that's what you're seeing now, Libra. Is like you're attracting mates, possible mates. You're getting all this kind of attention, which of course you're used to this, Libra. Of course you're used to this, but it feels like it's a higher caliber of people, meaning that they check off a high majority of those boxes that you have for a relationship. So this is pretty, I think this is pretty exciting because you've been kind of waiting it out, or you probably just got out of a relationship and you've been like, I really want to be with my soulmate, or I really want to be with my perfect divine partner. And I'm tired of dating these people that are just not it. You know, I'm tired of settling because they're just there, right? So that being said, that's what I'm seeing, is that as you are stepping into this fire energy, this masculine energy, you are attracting, okay? You are attracting your perfect mate, okay? So this is an exciting time for you, Libra. Holy cow. I don't know. I have a lot of friends who are Libras. Some of them share what they get on their DMs. There's a lot of them, they're just like, why would you send me that, right? But there are a few that will like be persistent, like will be like, okay, let's just go on a date, you know, let's check things out, let's see if we match, right? And so I'm just thinking that's like who you might end up seeing, you know, or you might be like, you know what, screw it, let's see if we are compatible. You're a little bit more open to that, I would say. But I feel this is leading you to your perfect mate, though. Like being open to dating, or actually starting a date, because you have to take action. You have to take action. Will bring about a higher caliber, a more perfect mate for this week. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Libra. Take naps. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're next is gonna be Gemini. So Geminis, remember I do the collective Gemini energy. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, whatever placement you have in Gemini, this could be applicable to that, as well as Libra. Okay. Whenever I do this, it's collective energy in those signs. All right. Ooh, here we go. We got life experiences, and this is the Tower. Okay. This is a Tower energy for Gemini. And a lot of people are like, oh, I hate that because that means that shit's just going to change and I'm not ready for it. Well, yeah. I don't think it's a negative thing, though. I think it's more like people are coming into your life and they're rocking it, right? Like they're rocking your foundation on purpose so you can see who really brings value to your life, who is really supportive and who isn't. Like, for example, if you are having people who are constantly bringing up drama, like constantly telling you, Gemini, this person doesn't like you. You should say this to this person. So it's like they're fueling that fire of the wanting to argue. Which Gemini, let's be honest, you like that sometimes. But if you're feeling, God, like this person doesn't have my back because this person's constantly telling me there's something wrong, or constantly being the bearer of bad news. But in their mindset, they're thinking, oh, I'm doing it because I'm looking out for you. But are you really looking out for me? Because what haven't you confronted that person about it? Like so I feel like this is what it is that you are finding out a lot about the people that you're surrounded with. Okay. And then you're finding out what it really is to be loyal to someone, what it really is to have a good friendship that is an equal amount of sharing and like give and take. Because I feel like you have so many takers in your life that you just need to realize it. You have a lot of takers. They only take. They only want to create drama in your life because they want to see you, like be that Gemini, right? So new people are coming in. It could be possibility that it's the people that you already kind of sort of know because you have a lot of acquaintances. You're a social person, so you have a lot of acquaintances, and so now you're going to get to know people at a deeper level, and that's going to show you straight out, oh my God, this is the type of people that I need in my life. I don't need that anymore. Okay, I'm moving on to this better suited people for me. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. Next one we're going to do is Aquarius, and we're going to be done with our air signs. And then we still have water, fire, and earth. So let me know in the comment section, who do you want to go next? Either a water sign, fire sign, or earth sign after Aquarius, okay? Shout out to all the Aquariuses. Happy birthday. This is your season. My boo thing's birthday is on Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yeah, it's on Sunday. So I'm excited about his birthday. All right, so we have the 9 of water reverse, or the 9 of cups reverse for Aquarius. So this is kind of like real, it's more like slowing things down. There might have been something that you were trying to really go towards, but you're being kind of halted a little bit. You're being told, hey, let's slow it down because you might think this is a good thing, but it might not be in the long run. Okay. And this is just I would say precaution. Okay. The concerns that you have regarding your love life or your stability or your finances, career, things like that are coming to the surface to be dealt with once more. Okay. So that you can be sure of what your next step is going to be. Either you're going to let go of that mindset, heal it, move on, or you're going to remain in it, right? Right now, you're going to be asked to do it because you got to do some shadow work so that you can move forward. Okay. So it can be a little bit difficult for you guys at this time, energetically speaking, as well. And even I feel like this has a lot to do with your birthday as well. Like you're like changing, right? Like you're like, oh fuck, I'm getting older. And your physical body is really showing that. Like me, for example, I was like noticing right here when I smile, I have like the wrinkles stay now, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like freaking out. Not freaking out totally, but I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna start putting some like eye cream now. Even though my mom told me a long time ago, you needed to start that as soon as you were like 20 years old. Now you're like in your late 30s, and yes, you will be getting wrinkles regardless, right? So maybe that's what's bothering you, Aquarius, where you're seeing the changes in your physical body due to your birthday. You're just like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. I'm fucking done. No, 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 no. You know, like, because there are some Aquariuses, and this is a common thing that I've seen with my own relatives that are Aquariuses. They do not like to be reminded that they're getting older. And so it could be just that, maybe working on why you don't like it, you know, or what makes you feel like you shouldn't celebrate your life, right? So it's really important to look at that, because remember, you are your opposite sign is Leo, which loves to celebrate their life, loves the attention, you know, they love to be, you know, they relish in it, and you're just like, no, no thanks. So let's discover that. Let's see why, right? Like, why? Like, you're not being cocky, you're not being arrogant, you're not being conceited. You need to realize that people love you, Aquarius, and they want to celebrate you because you've probably done so much for them already, okay? And that's why they're like, I'm super grateful that you were born. Okay, I love you, and yes, we're gonna celebrate you. Okay, so that's what I have for Aquarius. Moving on, let's look at who wants to go next. Okay, so we're going to do the water signs next. That is Scorpio is going to be the first one. Hi, Esco. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Shannon. Hi, you guys. Hi, Mike. All right, so I'm not doing paid readings, honey. I don't do those live. If you want to book, you can definitely go on my website, www.StariAri333.com for that. I do not do paid readings on live. I just give readings for the energy of the week. Okay. All right. So let's do Four of Earth. You're welcome, Stephanie. So this is Four of Earth for Scorpio. So I feel there is money coming in. This is like an abundance card. But I also feel like this has a lot to do with like someone giving you money, like a surprise thing, like you're receiving it as a gift that you were like, oh my God, like you're like a stranger. Okay, so I'll give you an example. This is what they're showing me. You're shopping somewhere and you're all of a sudden some strangers like, oh, hey, you know, has like a small little conversation with you, and they look at your cart and they're like, huh, that's all you're gonna buy, you know? And you're just like, oh yeah, it's because I have to wait for my next paycheck to buy the rest or whatever. And then all of a sudden they buy your groceries for you in line, or they give you money somehow, you know, like they're like, here, so you could buy the rest that you need, you know, or something like that. I feel like somebody is gifting you abundance, money, taking care of your bill or something, or some type of transaction is happening here. But I feel like this is something that was really something that you needed, you know, because you've done this before for other people where you've taken your time, you've given, especially for your family members, I would say, not necessarily strangers. Scorpio's like strangers. No, but the people that you really love and care for. I feel like the universe is like finally giving you back the money that you've gifted other people because you've been such a champ regarding that. You've been able to take care of people even though you were struggling yourself, and so now you're having this influx of money, of abundance, of fortune coming in as a gift, to pretty much telling you, you got this. Thank you so much for believing in yourself and for helping others out, you know, through the work that you're doing. Okay, so that is exactly what I feel is going on for Scorpio. Who knows, you might win the lottery. You know, like, you know, we never know. All right, Scorpio. All right, so here we go. Next one, let me know if you guys want Cancer or Pisces for the next one. Okay, Maggie says, and it's funny because she's a Scorpio sun. She says, a client who I consider a friend sent me $10 for just talking to her. Aw, that's so sweet. You're probably like, what the hell? Why are you paying me? But that's sweet. Aw. Yeah, I know you guys over here on YouTube land, thank you so much for the donations that you gave me those few times that I went live again. I appreciate it. I really do. I just have to wait for them to be paid out. they like, I guess they have it like every month or something. You know. So just know that I appreciate it. Okay. All right. So who wants to go next? Again, like I said, Cancer or Pisces. Let me know. Cancer or Pisces is one of you guys. Let me know what you want. Okay. Cancer or Pisces. If not, I'm going to choose Pisces because that's my moon sign. So, okay, Pisces it is. All right, Pisces. So we got the Three of Air reverse. So the Three of Swords reverse for you, Pisces. So this card usually has like like I would say like a triangulation type of energy where there are three parties involved to include you, right? You are one of the three. But because it's reversed, this is all about forgiveness, okay, and moving on. So it could be that this issue that happened a long time ago is coming up. Maybe these two people that are involved in this issue are one of them or both are seeking forgiveness, or there could be a possibility that they want to really talk to you about whatever happened, because I feel this is a miscommunication on everyone's behalf. I'm not gonna lie. Egos were involved, of course. People got hurt. Things were said because of being hurt. There was regrets, there was frustration, there was all kinds of feelings that happened. But I feel like this is the time for you to like really sit with it and just be like, you know what? I don't need to forgive them in person. If I don't want to talk to them, I don't have to talk to them. Pisces, you don't have to do that. You don't have to put yourself in a position that you're not really willing to move forward with and stuff like that. But you can just think about, okay, I really want to take care of this on my own. I really want to move forward with my life without having to be bothered by the mention of their names, or get upset when I see their profile online, or things like that, right? So that's what it is, that it's time for you to really assess the situation and forgive and move on. Doesn't mean you have to forget, but it'll be very beneficial for you to do this work and heal that side of you that felt hurt when this happened, okay? So that you can allow yourself to open up to more people, because I feel like you're closed off a little bit because of your experiences in the past, and you're like trying to be like, okay, I don't want to get hurt like that again, especially if it was like a friendship that you were like with this person, these people, friends for like years, and then you feel betrayed afterwards or whatever. But I feel this is something that is about letting it go and letting yourself move forward. Again, you don't have to be in the same room as them. You don't have to do this whole conversation with them. You could just do it on your own. You can let it go. You can do the healing work if you don't feel comfortable with talking to them in person. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. So moving on, we're going to do Cancer. Let's see what we have for Cancer. Thank you guys again for the likes over here in TikTok land. And thanks you guys for liking the video over here on YouTube and sharing it. I appreciate you guys. Okay, let's see what we get for Cancer. Oh, yo. That's it. That's it. Three of Water, so Three of Cups for Cancer. OMG. Oh my goodness. Okay, something's gonna happen. And it might just be that either it's a promotion that's happening, so at work, it's work related, or you're being promoted, or you're being congratulated, or you're getting more abundance, more clients, whatever it is, or you're being recognized somehow, or it could be a new relationship. Possibly you've met someone and you've been talking to them for a while, and now you're like, okay, I'm really serious about this person. I really trust them. I really want to move forward with this relationship. It could also be that you are in a relationship and you're finally getting hitched, or you're pregnant, or you got your baby mama pregnant. So I don't know what this is. It's just a very loving energy, a very like fulfilled energy that I'm picking up for you, Cancer. Like you feel fulfilled, like, all my dreams are finally coming true this week. I am seeing this. I'm full of love and joy and abundance. And I just am super grateful for all of this good shit coming in. All of these good things that are coming in, and you're seeing it play itself out this week. So congratulations on that, Cancer. Cancer has been going through a lot, and this is very beautiful that they're finally getting some type of relief, right? They're finally getting something that they super deserve, because they've been everybody's mama. Even if it's a guy, that's like probably everybody's dad, like nurturing and taking care of people. Definitely good that they're finally getting something in return. All right. So moving on, we are done with the water signs. So we have fire and earth. Let me know, you guys, who you guys want to go next. What fire or earth signs? Let me know. Let me know. Yes, Maggie, I'm live on TikTok as well. Yeah, I was trying to go live on Instagram too, but it's just not happening. Zuckerberg hates me. Just kidding. Okay, so we'll do earth signs next. We're gonna do Capricorn. Okay, so let's see. Earth signs, Capricorns, and after that will be either a Taurus or Virgo. So we got the Two of Wands for Capricorn this week. I feel like this is someone that is finally at your own, I would say, wavelength, like a partnership that's coming in. This could be one or two things. It could be a romantic partnership or an actual professional partnership or friendship. Capricorn, someone that has your back, put it that way, that is as motivated as you to work your ass off for a goal. Also, that will help you redefine your goals, so that they can be much more easier to accomplish, instead of having to work your ass off like you always do. Like you work, instead of like a 24-hour day, you make it like a 32-hour day of working. So this is someone that's going to help you really fix that need that balance. So it might be a Libra, or someone that has that type of energy in their chart. It feels like either that or a Virgo, where you're like going to be like, look, okay, you're doing too much. All right, you're doing too much. You got to rest. I feel like it's definitely a Libra. An air sign, somebody like that. And so it feels like this person is going to teach you a little bit about balance, about how to really make your schedule much more allowable for rest, because it seems like you don't sleep that much, Capricorn. It really does. Like you rather work than sleep, and that's not healthy. And so that actually is bringing issues. Like your own physical body is like, fuck you for doing this to me. Now we're gonna have aches and pains to teach you to slow the F down, okay? So I feel that's the reason why, is that you're overwhelmed. You haven't taken time to rest. And because you feel overwhelmed, you feel like, oh my God, I have to keep up with my work. I have to, you lose yourself in your work. Okay. That's true. You lose yourself in your work, and you do not take care of your health because of it. Okay. Because you think this needs to be done. As soon as I'm done with this, then I can rest. But it's never going to be done, because you're constantly piling up over and over and over, task after task after task after task. That is why this person's coming into your life, to be like, you know what, you need to stop. I love you, but you're too much. You need to rest. That is why your body is falling apart, because it's telling you, you need a fucking rest. And we're going to rest. And if it hurts, we're going to do it because you have to rest. All right. So I do feel that is exactly what is happening to you, where this 2 of fire is someone that's going to be like, let's rest, let's have some fun, let's worry about work later. You have to put deadlines. Like, you have to make a, like, if you're, for example, like me, I do readings 2 ways, either emailed readings or over Zoom. And I have a schedule set for myself, because I was in that same state when I barely started, like years ago, where I was like, oh, I can take this. And then I was doing school at the same time, and then raising my kid and working a job too. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll make my time from this time to this time. And it wasn't working, because I was just completely exhausted. My body was falling apart as well. And so that's why I was like, okay, I need to actually make a very a schedule that is gonna work for me and work for my family too, you know. And so I had to really reassess this, and I had to take days off. Especially if you do energy work or you do healing work on people, you have to take time off. It is imperative, or you will be going to the cuckoo house if you don't. Okay. So that being said, you need days off, or you need to schedule clients like, you have to have pauses in between. And that's what I recommend for a lot of people who do energy work or healing work, is give yourself at least an hour to rest in between clients. At least, I said, okay, at least. That means you should definitely do that, or more, depending on how like, you know, how long this session is going to take, or how much you have to do with the client, right? It's very draining, you know. And so it's draining for your mental health as well as your emotional health, because there's some clients that have some stuff that you're just like, holy shit, I wasn't prepared for that. So that's why it's important for you to take time off in between clients, or do one day that you're going to be doing, for the beginning of this time to this time I'll do energy work, but then from there on it's just going to do readings, or the next day I'm completely off, you know. That's what you need to do. And then another thing would be, if you're like me, I had to really balance my schedule, because I am still going to school. I'm on my master's program for clinical mental health counseling, and I have a lot of papers due all at once. Like, it's like these teachers never coordinate with themselves, and never say like, oh, we're going to scatter when the papers are due, right? No, they do, like, this week is all papers, next week is all papers, and then we don't have one, and then next week, you know, like, just like that. So I knew that I needed to do a schedule that is going to be you know, allowing me to take the time to really do these things. And so I took days off, as well as, like, I, like, this week I like block things off, because I'm like, I have three papers due this week, and it's a lot of research. So that, and on top of my business, you know, and going live like this, I have to schedule things, because it cannot just be at a whim anymore. So Capricorn, the same thing applies to you. You cannot just do things at a whim, or you cannot just be like, I'm going to condense everything into this day so that I have time to play, when you never do it. Like, you always have something that comes up the next day. Let's be honest. There's always going to be some fires that you have to, you know, um, you know, like, quell and stuff like that. So that's what this person is going to help you with. Okay, Capricorn. All right, next one is Virgo, and this is going to be the end of the earth signs. Okay, Virgo, let's see what we got for you. Again, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and other placements with Virgo. Everything would be that way for all the signs. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Ace of Air. So new beginning. So this is the Ace of Swords. So I feel this is kind of like it's not going to be easy for this new beginning. Oh, Taurus is after. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just chose Virgo. I automatically thought that I did Taurus, but I didn't. So I'll do Taurus right after Virgo. My bad, you guys. My bad, Taurus. Don't kill me. All right. So for Virgo, this feels like information coming in that needs to be addressed. Okay. I also feel like this is something that you've been waiting on for a while. Maybe you were kind of like, ooh, I know something's wrong. I know something's off. I'm going to be proven right. So it's kind of like a premonition coming true. Okay. Where this new beginning is going to be completely something that is going to be like, I am not ready for this, but I'm also ready for it. So it's going to feel like that. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. It's going to be a little bit challenging, so to speak. Okay. So this is like seeing the truth of this situation and then moving forward with your life, letting it go, things like that. So a lot of changes happening because of it. I feel like it has a lot to do with a person. Maybe it's a relationship or, okay, this relationship is kind of like on and off. It's not really considered a relationship. Like you don't really consider this person your boyfriend or girlfriend. You're like, this is somebody that I go to for my needs. Like, okay, Virgo. And so that being said, there's somebody coming in, someone that you're actually interested in, and so you're going to have to let this person go, right? Old reliable is going to have to go. Old reliable is going to have to get put away in the drawer next to your bed or thrown out in the trash. All right, so I feel like that's what it is. But you really do have to let them go because you got to be honest with yourself. You don't need this back and forth. You don't need a person that's just going to be using you for that, or you're going to be using them for that. You need more support. You need more structure. You need someone that's going to be there and who's going to want to be with you, right? Who's going to want to be with you no matter what. And so that's what this person is bringing. This new person is bringing this energy. And so this old person is going to be like, oh, okay. Or maybe they have that happening where they're dumping you, you being the old reliable for them. And they're moving on with their life, So just be ready for any possibility, okay? I think that is exactly what it is. So just be ready. This is new information. It's not gonna be easy, but it's definitely necessary. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. All right, so next one is Taurus. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Again, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, other placements for Taurus. North Node in Taurus. I have North Node natal in Taurus. So I'm like, I count this. I count this message for myself too. Oh my God, of course. So we got the 10 of coins or the 10 of pentacles. Taurus getting more money, honey. Oh my God, this is awesome. So I would say this is like everything you've ever wanted, right? Your dreams finally coming true. This is stability. This is abundance all rolled into one beautiful packet. It could be your relationships with other people all rolled into that person where it is actually bringing forth or allowing you to access your own abundance, your own prosperity, your own self-sufficiency as well. Like you may be with someone, but you are definitely feeling independent as well. So you're feeling like I am stable. I can definitely do this. Yes, I don't need them, but I want them. Right? It's like that feeling like I don't need this person to take care of me, but I want them to. That's how I feel like this is what it is. It's like that's a perfect mate right there. Like you're self-sufficient, they're self-sufficient. You guys are creating this beautiful life together. And yeah, so congratulations. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Hi, Ollie. Oh, I already did Cancer. I already did all the water signs, hon. All right, so all the earth signs are done. We're to the end, to the fire signs, okay? Now, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Let me know, you guys, okay? These are the final ones. All right. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. These are the final zodiac signs that we have to do. Okie dokie. All right, we're going to do Sagittarius. I don't know if you guys been noticing on you could see it on YouTube more than on TikTok, but there's been a lot of activity on this area right here. My cats are right here. They're staring. They're just like, oh, what is that? It's the fairy folk, but they're elemental beings in here because I work with them. I've been working with them. I work with them every day, but it's like they're just like, hey guys, what's up? Like they're just flying all over the place, and so my cats are just like, what? Did you see that? Did you see that? It's pretty funny. Oh, you've seen them? Yeah. Yeah, you guys can see them better on YouTube. I don't know why. Like it like captures things better over there than versus over here. I mean, here you can, if you pause it, I'm sure you can see things, but in YouTube it's like whoo, like really apparent, the energy shifting and changes and things like that. So it's pretty cool. That's why I like it. YouTube's always capturing that. Your cats are going crazy. That's funny. They always sense it. Yeah, they're really good because the elementals work with cats, and so they love it. They love their energy, and they're always like, ooh, what's going on? So they always do that. All right, so we're gonna do Aries. Oh, actually, Sagittarius first, then Leo, and then Aries. Okay, thank you, Maggie. So we're gonna do Sagittarius. Let's see what we have to learn. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, any other place in Sagittarius. Let's see what we have to learn. Ooh, the 5 of Fire. So the 5 of Wands for Sagittarius. Let's see if you guys can see that. 5 of Wands. So it is definitely competition with other people. It feels like there's competition with other people coming in. I would say it is more like philosophical differences. This can be happening because there might be a change in your point of view regarding certain things. Maybe you have more information and you're like, you know what, I changed my mind about this. I don't believe in that. I believe in this. And that could be, I would say, that could start shit, right? Because when you think about it, there's a lot of us, because we have this tendency of wanting to find like-minded people, right? Befriend like-minded people. This is a very common trait in humans, okay? Where we work together, we have the same philosophies or same cultural beliefs, or we have a better, like the similar understanding of the world around us, so this is something ingrained in us because it's a survival thing. All right, so we survive better in groups that are taking care of one another because there's mutual respect and admiration and similar philosophies about life, right? And so that being said, Sagittarius, you're changing your point of view, and it could be that whomever you have in your life right now, you want to share this point of view with them, but you have to tread lightly. You have to make sure you're not offending them. Very important. You can share your opinion, but the manner in doing so has to require you to be very mindful of the words that you say. Okay, this opinion is not the all and end all opinion. This is just a temporary opinion that you have at this time, Sagittarius. I think this is something that they have a problem with, where they become fanatics and to the point that they want to dismiss everybody else's opinion because they're just like, it's mine, and I'm right, right? And so let's refrain from being that way. Okay, we have to be open-minded here. Other people's point of view is their belief system is right for them. It might not be right for you, but you have to respect it. Okay, and that's what it is that there is no real competition here. You might perceive it in that way because you're being challenged, because you might have a different opinion, but you have to realize that it's not really a challenge. It's more like trying to understand what this means, right? Where this is coming from. Okay. Just like with you, you might be like, oh, I don't want to learn right now, like, because I'm learning this new opinion or whatever. I don't want people to I would say, smear it until I discover whether or not this works for me. The same thing. You don't have to share this if it's brand new and you're like, okay, I need to discover whether or not this works, or whether or not it actually is applicable to my life. So that same thing can be said with your connection or your conversation with these new people, is whether or not you take their word for it or respectfully decline it. And again, respect is the thing that needs to be addressed. Or like, there needs to be, like, you need to be open-minded. Like, we need to be respectful. It's okay if they have different opinions. It's okay if they have a religious belief. It's okay if they have a spiritual belief. It's okay if they believe in astrology. It's okay if they believe in whatever, things. It's okay. It doesn't take away from your own belief. Okay. That's something that is super important for us as humans to understand. That's where all of the conflict comes from, is that we are unwilling to understand one another, or we are unwilling to realize that someone's own point of view doesn't have to apply to us, right? We don't have to be the same, you guys. We can have a mutual respect and understanding of one another, because we're going through the same, I would say, similar goal here, right? As spiritual people, we want the best for each other, and it is okay to not be on the same page, right? It is okay as long as we're respectful. Okay. Important for you, Sagittarius, because you do tend to be very you hold on to what you think is right, but you don't realize that it's not right for everyone. Okay, so that's what I have for you. And I know this from experience because I'm a Sag sun. So I know that's how I used to be. Like, honestly, like when I think about how I used to be as a kid, and I was being raised by spiritual healers, and so that's what I thought. That is what it is. That is exactly what healing's all about. That is what spirituality is. And I am right and you're wrong, type of mentality. Especially when it came to religious ideologies, where I fought that a lot. I fought people who had religious ideologies because I thought, you're limiting yourself. No, they're not. They have a different philosophy and experience, and they're not limiting themselves. So we need to stop thinking that way about people with religious beliefs. Okay, there's no such thing as that. You don't know that. Okay, so that's exactly what this is all about. So for you Sagittarius who are still struggling with that, that's your message for this week. Okay, be ready. All right, so next we have is Leo. Leo. Space and time to grow and change. Perspective. Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right, we got Leo. We got Four of Earth. So Four of Pentacles for Leo. Oh my God. So this is kind of similar to who was it that got the Four of Pentacles? The Scorpio, I believe. But this is different. Okay, so Four of Pentacles for Leo is about, of course, abundance. But what I'm seeing is more like fully stepping into your role, your life purpose here. As soon as you do that, bam, you got all kinds of clients, or if that's what you want, right? Or you got all kinds of, very important relationships who will help you succeed. Or you're making these connections. It's like, I feel like it's networking. You know, remember, we don't, I mean, this is a very earth sign thing where I need to do this on my own because I can only trust myself. To be honest with you guys, we were never on your own. Like, for success to happen, you have to have people helping you, right? You have to have clients if that's what you want, you know, to work on. You have to network, you have to be social. You can never ever do things on your own. Okay, like, yes, you probably are building your empire on your own ideologies, but you still need people that will be supportive of it, okay, in order for you to be successful. And so that's the same thing, Leo. Like, you know this, you know exactly what to do, what to say, who to trust, who to not trust, who to work with and who to not work with. And that is exactly what it is. This week you're establishing these connections, you're establishing this network where you are seeing yourself rise into something that you've always wanted for a very long time. And this is proper for you because this is like, holy shit, Leo is stepping it up. Leo will be known type of attitude, you know, that you will know me. Like, that's what I see. Leo is like, you will know me. Like, you will know who I am. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations. All right, so last sign is Aries. Last one, my last one for today. Aries. Let's see. Hi, Chelsea. Let's see what we get for Aries. Okay. So again, if you guys missed it, I'm going to upload this on TikTok. I'm going to upload them separately. So each sign will have their own video on TikTok, but on YouTube, you guys can rewatch it since it goes up right after I'm done. So let's see, Aries, what we have for you for this week. Collective energy of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and all that good stuff. Okay, all placements. We have the Ace of Earth, so Ace of Pentacles, a new project. It's a new project. Or maybe you got a new baby daddy. Or baby mama. I feel like this is something like something that you've been wanting to do or work towards for a very long time, but now it's finally launching. This is some like new business venture type of thing, and or it could also be a new relationship where you feel more abundant, meaning because you are in the same wavelength as the person. It's similar to Capricorn, where you are working with someone who is going to be supportive, who is as motivated as you to succeed. It could be possibly a Capricorn. It could be that, right? And for Capricorn's reading, it could have been an Aries who would be like, oh, like a fire sign, or even a Libra. So remember, Libra and Aries kind of similar energy, but one's overly, you know, more aggressive than the other. But anyway, I feel this is definitely an earth sign though. Like, I feel like whoever it is that you are working with, or who you're going to start this new project with or this new life with, is a heavy earth sign. It could be that their placements on earth might be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or it could be that they're what they call the big three are in one of the earth signs. But either way, this is success. Okay, this is a successful venture. This is a beginning of something revolutionary. This is the beginning of your life, pretty much. Like, everything that you've been doing before this is like, it's going to be like a dream, because you're just like, you're just going to step into this and you're going to be like, whoa, this is how life is supposed to be. Like, everything else was like, what the hell? Compared to that. So this is awesome work. All right. So this is going to be awesome for you, Aries. Okay. So I'm super excited for you. All right, you guys. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And TikTok, I'm going to upload these separately for you guys. And I'll see you guys next time over there on TikTok land. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys on YouTube. Remember, if you guys want to rewatch this, definitely rewatch it. But I feel this is a time for growth. Okay, I feel like this is a time for really examining yourself at a deeper level, really finding that motivation to move forward with your life, and also allowing yourself to learn new things from people. Okay, because like I said earlier, for the collective reading, we don't know everything. Okay, and we shouldn't pretend that we do. We should be open-minded. We should be allowed to have a conversation, even if we don't agree 100% with one another. We should be allowed to have a respectful full conversations with each other, so we can learn from each other. That's the whole point of life, is learning from each other. Allowing ourselves to walk through life without having to see things as a challenge, or as an enemy, or any of that stuff that's like your ego trying to save itself, from ruin or destruction, or hurt. That being said, I personally struggle with too much information at once. Like, I love to have conversations with people who are like-minded, but I also love to have conversations with people who are not. Okay. The only thing that I struggle with when those conversations happen is I like to initiate, usually. Uh, because I feel like, okay, this person, I need to initiate a conversation with this person particularly, because this person is someone that I have to learn from. That's how I see it. Or I get initiated a conversation where we have to learn from one another, and I usually get overwhelmed with too much information at once. So if that is something that you found when you try to have a conversation with me, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to process. I'm just trying to process what you're saying to me. Because I'm just like, it takes time for me to process this, like, because of with the context of the information. I'm just like, cool, like, okay, that's different. And if it's different, that's what it is. It takes me a while to sit with it, if that makes sense, right? Like, if it's beyond what I am used to, or beyond what I am comfortable with, or beyond my own belief system, I need time to process it, because I need to look at it through your lens, right? Through your point of view. And so that's what I wanted to say, is like, I know a lot of people love to talk, and I personally, I'm not that chatty. Unless I know you already, and I'm just like, oh, they know me, and I feel comfortable with them. But I'm not that chatty. If you send me a message on Messenger or any other social media, I'll look at it, and then I'll be like, okay, I need time to process this. If it's something different that I'm not 100% sure how to respond to, do not feel offended, because I'm still trying to figure it out. Okay, just FYI, because I've gotten a lot of messages from different people, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys understand that I'm not ignoring you. I just need to know, like, this is a different world for me. Okay, your information is different from my own, and so I'm just like, okay, how do I address this? Okay, just FYI. All right. So that's just how I am. Okay, that's my ass. Like, I don't want to offend people, so that's why I'm just like, okay, I need to process this. I got to understand where this is coming from. What's this information? Why is it being given to me in this manner? So yeah, that's what it is, you guys. So that's just how I am. I don't want to be a jerk and be like, well, you're wrong, because you're not wrong to feel the way that you feel, to perceive things the way that you're perceiving them. It's more like me needing to understand that too. Okay, and that's where that Sagittarius message, like, when I was reading that and I was getting that information, I was like, that makes a lot of sense for me, because I'm probably going through something similar, And so, and a lot of Sagittariuses will be the first to be like, no, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. But I am trying to not do that. I'm not trying to go backwards, in my life. I've done that when I was a kid, and no, it's not going to work as an adult. But yeah, so Michi's like, I do the same thing. Ellie's like, I feel ya. You guys. See, this is what I like, you guys, is that you guys understand my craziness. Like, you guys probably understand me more than a lot of people. That I'm just like, I get overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, and then I'm just like, okay, I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I need to like I've been noticing, especially in the wintertime, and this is probably applicable to a lot of people, is the winter time gives us more feelings of like I need a rest, I need to recuperate. Even when we are social with other people, it's like okay, I need time, I need a break from socializing, and that's how I am. I get, I would say, days before I even say anything. Like even with my sister, for example, she's a Leo. Oh my god, she loves to talk, and she's my sister, of course, and so she'll like send me a message, and I'll just be like, okay, I gotta wait a little bit before I respond. And it's not that I don't want to respond; it's just I just like, okay, I just need to relax. Like she's like she loves to talk, and I'm just like, okay, I just need to prepare myself. I love my sister, but sometimes I feel like that too because she's so social, and I'm just like, oh, introvert kicking in. Oh my god. But yes, I do respond to her. And I tell her, I'm sorry, like didn't respond to you right away. But yeah, so that's how I am. But yeah, I just don't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring you or you're offended or anything like that. I love you guys, okay? I love you that you're supporting me, and I want to support you guys in return. And yes. All right, so that's all I have for today. Take the information as you want. Again, it's just a collective thing. If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just work with whatever you feel is best for you. Okay, or work through things that you feel you need to at this time. All right, so love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.